Good evening, groovy citizens, and happy Motivational Monday. You guys, it is Monday. It is my hope and my prayer that you all have had a wonderful day. I know my day has been wonderful. Let me say this. Any day that God sees fit to tap me on my shoulder and wake me up, it's a wonderful day. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to receive anything other than the gift of opening these eyes, okay? And I'm happy. So I hope you all have had a wonderful day, even outside of that. Because like I said, my day's been busy, but wonderful nonetheless. And it dawned on me, I need to hurry and get this video done because I have a Zoom meeting in about 1 hour. So I need to get that done. I still have to get the trash out and figure out what the heck am I going to eat for dinner and get into bed at a reasonable hour. Oh, plus I have to get chapter 19, is it? Or 20? Typed up before I go to bed tonight because, honey, this book is coming along. I cannot wait until the product is finished and I can share it with you guys. Now, let's jump into today's topic. And I'm going to say this. If you hear the fan running, it's because I do have the AC on. My dashboard says it is 90 degrees and it's a little hot. And what we don't want is a pool of sweat collecting underneath my neck area. So I do have the air on, so hopefully it's not too loud. So, again, today's topic is turn your small dreams into big ones. Turn your small dreams into big ones. I don't know about you all, but I love dreams. I do. I love to dream. Do you know I have times where I sit back and I just dream. And I'm talking about while I'm awake. Of course, I dream when I go to sleep, but while I'm awake, I just dream. And I sit back, and that's why I always like to have my vision book with me because I have to write stuff down as it comes to me. But I love to dream. And if you're one of those people that says that you don't dream, then that's sad because we all should have dreams. So what does it mean to dream bigger? It really means that we need to dream a little bigger than we are right now. Let me put a pin right there. So if you are dreaming about, let me say, buying your first house or buying a house, and you thought, well, you know, I'll just settle for a townhouse. Dream bigger. Why not get you a single family home? And it doesn't have to be a huge 5-6 bedroom home. It could just be a 3-bedroom home. And that's just an example because it doesn't have to be that. I just want you all to understand what I mean when I say dream bigger. When you could be working on building your business and you say, you know, I'm dreaming of the day when my business is servicing 100 people. That's great. That's absolutely wonderful. But I want you to dream bigger and say, before the end of this year is out, my business is going to serve 2,000 people. You get where I'm going with that? Just dream bigger. So in order to do that, they need to be realistic and well planned out. That is something I have learned over time. You cannot expect your dreams to come true if they're not realistic and it's not very well planned out. And I think a few videos ago I talked about how you need to plan out your dreams. So you have a dream of losing weight. I can't even begin to tell you, when I was a personal trainer, a certified personal trainer, and I did classes with Weight Watchers, I cannot tell you how many times people would come to me and say, Michelle, I want to lose weight. And I go, wow, that's wonderful. How much weight you trying to lose? Oh, well, I don't know. I hadn't really thought that far in advance. Excuse me? So you want to lose weight, but you hadn't thought about how much you want to lose? Come on now. If you're here telling me you're looking for a trainer, you have to have some kind of idea of how much weight you want to lose. You have to have some idea of where you are on the spectrum of the scale. Come on now, because if you get on that scale that says that you're 100 pounds overweight, then that's your number right there. Now, we're not going to lose it all at one time. Now, and here's the thing, I didn't even get to the point where I said, well, what is your goal for this month? What is it for next month? So forth and so on. I just asked, how much do you want to lose? And you're telling me you don't know. It's got to be well planned out. So here are some simple tips for dreaming bigger. I have 7 tips to share with you, 8 tips to share with you, and then I'm going to let you be. So number 1, I said dreaming big will require you to have big confidence. You have to believe in yourself. If not, you are going to have a hard time dreaming big or following through with your plans. Again, I cannot tell you how many times I have talked to people and they are the reason why their goals and their dreams have not come through because they don't have any confidence in themselves. And I'm gonna tell you something, it is so frustrating. I'm gonna do it because this is what I do, but it is so frustrating for me when I have confidence and I believe in you more than you believe in you. Don't let me be the only one out there rooting for you. I need you to pull for yourself. So you have to have confidence in yourself that you can do it. Number 2, and you know what? I said my numbering is wrong. That's the problem. So number 2, it is 8. Okay, sorry about that. Number 2, dreaming big will require you to overcome your fear of failing. So whenever we work towards achieving something big, there will be some fear that comes along with it. Failing may never feel good, but over time, it will get easier to deal with and bounce back from. Now, you notice I didn't say that I want you to accept failure. I'm not telling you to do that. What I am saying is you've got to get to a place where you can say, okay, you know what? I'm trying this. It may not work. It may not work. But I'm going to bounce back from it. In the beginning, when you started to fail, sometimes, and we all have done it, you just sat there. You failed and you sat there. But over time, you realize that failure is a part of life. I've said this before. You cannot have a testimony, come on somebody, without being tested. And that's essentially what failure is. Failure says that I tried. Now, if you're one of these people that likes to brag, well, I never fail, I'm looking at you kind of funny because my mind is saying, well, then they must not try new things. They must live in this little bubble, because when you try new things, you're going to have some failures along the way. Again, that's just a part of life. See, I don't mind it, because failing at something allows me to see what works, what doesn't work. And I can take what works and expand on it. I can take what doesn't work and figure out how to tweak it, or maybe I don't need to do that at all and just only stick with what works. So, we've got to make sure that we are not allowing ourselves to allow failure to keep us from moving forward. Number 3, dreaming big will require you to overcome your fear of success. Now, I know what you're saying, but Michelle, you just said overcoming my fear of failing. Right, I did. But you also have to overcome your fear of success. Here's why. Because with success comes more responsibility. It can also mean being hated on by others, even your family members. Do you know that honestly, there are some people that are excellent at whatever it is that they do, but they will not step out there and do it because they're afraid of succeeding. And I remember the very first time I heard that someone say that, I thought, what in the world? Who is afraid of succeeding? But then I realized it is a thing. You know why? Because if you succeed, people are going to expect more from you when you're succeeding. Let's take a business. Okay, so you start your business, and maybe your business is making planner stickers. I'm just going to throw that out there because that's the first thing that popped in my mind. And so you put out some sticker books. I don't know about you all, but I love buying Happy Planner sticker books. And so you put out your sticker books, and people are buying them. They're loving them. And then you go, ooh, you know what? I put out those 2 sticker books, people loving them. Now I've got to come up with more options. Now, I guess you could stick with just those 2. Let's say you have a fall sticker book and a winter sticker book. Well, now you're thinking, those are so successful. I got to come up with more ideas. Good God, I didn't plan on doing all this. So now you want to do a sticker book on health and wellness. You want to do a sticker book with just different size colored boxes. You want to do a sticker book with different types of flowers. You want to do a sticker book for people who are putting the food stickers in their planners. I mean, the list can go on and on and on. We don't have time to even go down that road, but you get where I'm going with that. You created the fall and the winter books, and so they were so successful. Now you've got to think of more books to keep the customers coming. Because once they bought those, chances are you don't have what they're looking for. They're going to go someplace else to find it. So there are people that are afraid of succeeding. And the sad part about it is some of the people that hate on you and some of the people that won't support you are people that call themselves friend and people that call themselves family. So just keep that in mind. And some people say, look, I just don't want to go down that road. Hate if you want to. Who cares? I just know that you're not my audience, so I need to focus on the people that are my audience. Number 4, dreaming big will require you to have imagination. Start to imagine your dreams coming true. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Who all is there? If you can imagine it, it will happen. It will help you plan things out better and stick with your plans. You have got to have imagination. I talked about that the other day when I said my sister's an event planner and she can walk into an empty room and imagine things set up and that room looking beautiful. So she imagines the transformation that she wants to do in that room long before she starts to bring anything in there to set up anything. You've got to be able to imagine it, because here's what I've always heard. If you can imagine it, you can make it happen for you. So I need you to do that. Number 5, dreaming big will require you to find meaning. What does your dream mean to you? Now, you don't have to tell me that. If you'd like to share it, that's fine. But I need you to think about it. What does your dream mean to you? See, when I dream of something, I have to talk to myself about what my dream means to Michelle. Because if it means nothing to me, then it's certainly not going to mean anything to you all. I ask because a dream without a meaning is pointless. Can I say that again? Because somebody in the back of the room missed it. I asked the question, what does your dream mean to you? I know what my dreams mean to me. But I'm asking you, what does your dream mean to you? And I ask because a dream without meaning is pointless. It's pointless because all it's going to do is stay up here in your dream. That's it. And everything that I'm sharing with you, I'll have it in the description box. So here are some things that give us a sense of meaning. I said positive relationships with others, self-acceptance, personal growth, life purposes. So try to keep these things in mind to make sure your dreams are meaningful to you and keep you inspired to act on them. Again, all of this will be in the description box, but if these things that I just shared with you are meaningful to you, then you will stay with them. Number 6, dreaming big will require effective goal setting. So it's great having big, bold, meaningful dreams, but without setting goals and taking action, your dreams will only live in your mind. Did I not just tell y'all that? Keep in mind that your dreams are actually goals. That's what your dreams are. They're goals. Ask yourself these questions about your big dreams. I have 3 questions I want you to ask yourself. Number 1, does it have meaning? So when you have a dream, when you have a goal of something that you want to achieve, ask yourself, does it have meaning? Number 2, is it realistic and achievable? Number 3, is it clear and specific? So let's go back to number 2, is it realistic and achievable? I say that because sometimes we have dreams that are just not realistic. And they're just not achievable. If I sat here right now and I said to you, I dream of being a 6'2" white woman, well, guess what? That dream, well, first of all, I'm not dreaming that. But secondly, even if I was, it's not realistic and it certainly is not achievable. I was born a black woman. I will die a black woman. I am of average height, 5 feet, 5'5". And so that's not going to happen. Well, I could put on some heels and make myself 6'2", but other than that, that dream, if, and it's not, but if it were my dream, it is not realistic and it is not achievable. And then I said, is it clear and specific? Well, a perfect example of that is when you say, I want to lose weight. And I have, for me, my family reunion's coming up in August. We're here at the last week in June. So if I said I want to lose 50 pounds between, what's today, the 26th of June and the second week in August. No, let's say 100 pounds. I don't have to lose 100 pounds. So y'all don't go start no rumors because I don't. But let's say I said I'm going to lose 100 pounds between June 26th, second week of August. Is that, well, it's clear. I'm clear on how much I want to lose, but is it specific? And I say that because if I just say I want to lose that weight, but I'm not clear and specific on how I'm going to do it, it's not going to happen. And you say, okay, well, Michelle, I hear you. Well, how are you going to lose that weight? And I go, I don't know. I have no idea, but I need to lose that weight. And I'm telling you this, right? Because I'm trying to convince myself more so than you. Well, that's not clear and it's not specific. Well, you're clear in the sense of how much you want to lose, but you're not clear and specific about how you want to do it. So that's why it's so important that they be realistic and achievable, clear and specific. So when you are clear about your dreams, you will see and understand the steps you need to take to achieve them. That's going to come to you. I promise you that. Okay. Number 7, dreaming big will require you to take action. This is the hardest part, but it's the most important part. One small step is all it takes. Do you know how many times people have great dreams? They have great ideas. They have great goals, and they've laid it all out. They put it in their vision book, goal book, whatever you want to call it. It's all laid out. They got the dream listed up here, and underneath is every step they need to take to achieve that dream, to achieve that goal. Everything is laid out. It's beautiful. It's perfect. They bought everything that they need to do, but they never took action. They never took action. So now what's going to happen is that dream, that goal, is just going to live on that piece of paper in your happy plan or wherever you put it, because you never took action. That's why you never achieved the success that you could have achieved, because you never took action. And that's sad. That is so sad, because too many people experience that. So I want you to be that individual that stops writing down your goals, your dreams, laying everything out, but then never taking action. Goes back to what I like to share all the time. The man on his deathbed, and standing around his bed are all the goals, the dreams, the ideas, the visions that he came up with, that he never acted on. And they said, we were sent to you because only you could do something with us, and you never did. And so now we must die with you. That's a story that Les Brown tells. And it's always such a powerful one, especially when we talk about taking action. So I need you all to get up off your rusty dusty and start taking action. It is not enough to just come up with ideas and lay out your plans, but then never doing anything. Do you know, and then I'm going to move on, but do you know right now, there is someone who came up with an idea, a really great idea, but they never took action. And God said, you know what? I gave that idea to person A, and they're not going to do anything with it. Not a problem. Let me go over here and give it to person C. He gave the same idea to person C, and person C decided to act on it. And guess what? Person C is a millionaire right now. Person A could have been, but they didn't do anything with it. Take action. And last but not least, number 8, dreaming big will require you to enjoy the process. Yeah, you got to enjoy the process. So staying focused only on the end result will cause you to miss out on the fun along the way. So, for example, enjoy the sights that you'll see and the states that you will visit as you drive from one state to another. Too often, and if you're not careful, because I've caught myself doing it, but too often we get so caught up in the end result that we don't stop to have fun along the way. So if I am driving, let's say when we used to drive from Maryland to Lansing, Michigan for the family reunion, and we would get on the Pennsylvania, on the not Pennsylvania, well, the Pennsylvania, but the Turnpike. So we drove from Maryland, and then we got into the Pennsylvania Turnpike. And by then I would need to get some gas. And so we pull in, get some gas, and then we drive all the way through the state of Pennsylvania. And then we pull into a rest stop in Ohio. We'd stop in there, grab something to eat, use the bathroom, stretch or whatever. And then we drive all the way through Ohio. And then finally, we get into Michigan. And then, of course, we have to get to Lansing. But I said all that to say this. We enjoyed the sights from our house getting to the Pennsylvania state line. We enjoyed the sights that we saw driving through Pennsylvania. And on the off chance we stop at rest stops, typically we might only stop at one, maybe two in Pennsylvania. And we enjoy the sights at that rest stop. And then we get into Ohio. We enjoy the sights in Ohio. We probably stopped at one, maybe two rest stops in Ohio. And we enjoy the sights there. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't want you to focus. And so imagine, I said all that to say this. If all we did was get in the car and set our sights on getting to Lansing, Michigan for the reunion, we would have missed all this great stuff along the way. It's just like with our children. Our children are babies and we enjoy them. And some of y'all sit around and go, oh, Lord, I can't wait till my child turn 18, honey, because then they can get out there and do for themselves. Because y'all know some folks have said that. And you're so busy focusing on them turning 18 so they can be legal and get their first job and all that other good stuff. And you can enjoy your life because, you know, when your kids are smaller, you're not going out and hanging out like you used to prior to them coming into this world. And so you're just so busy waiting for them to turn 18 that you missed the beauty of their being babies and then toddlers and then, you know, teenagers and all that other good stuff. Stop rushing the process. I get it. Yes, I want you to stay focused on the end result, but I want you enjoying the process along the way. It's just like with losing weight. If you've ever tried to lose weight, you are excited about losing weight. And you're like, oh, I cannot wait because I get down to my goal weight. I'm going to, you know, get me a new wardrobe and I'm going to take myself on a trip and I'm going to do this, that, and the third. And you're so focused on the end result that you're not enjoying the process. And that's all I want you to do. Enjoy the process. No matter what it is that you're doing, building a relationship, saving your money, buying a home, buying a car, starting a business, going to a job, because too often, and I'm guilty, but too often we sit around thinking, Lord, I cannot wait till it's time for me to retire, that sometimes we miss a lot of the great things along the way. So enjoy the process as you get to the end result. Y'all, that's it. Let me give you a quick recap and I'm gonna let you be. And so today's topic is turn your small dreams into big ones. And I gave you 8 things to do for dreaming bigger. So number 1, I said dreaming big will require you to have big confidence. You have to have that. Number 2, I said dreaming big will require you to overcome your fear of failing. Number 3, dreaming big will require you to overcome your fear of success. Number 4, dreaming big will require you to have imagination. Number 5, dreaming big will require you to find meaning. Because what did I tell you before? A dream without meaning is pointless. I cannot stress that enough. It is pointless. Number 6 is dreaming big will require effective goal setting. Number 7, dreaming big will require you to take action. And lastly, number 8, dreaming big will require you to enjoy the process. Because here's the other thing. Here's the other thing I forgot to share with you. If you're not enjoying the process, chances are you're not going to stick with it. If you're not enjoying the process, chances are you will not stick with it. It's just like going to the gym. If you go to the gym 3 times a week and you go, oh God, I can't stand going to the gym. I hate going here. It's too many people. It's hot. It's this, it's that, it's the other. If you don't like it and you don't enjoy it, you're not going to stick with it. Prior to COVID, going to the gym, oh honey, I loved it. Look forward to it. That's why I could stick with it, because I truly enjoyed it. But if you're not enjoying what you're doing, why would you stick with it? Just something to think about. Y'all listen, that's my time because I really have to go. Anyway, I hope something I said resonates with you and helps you to start to dream bigger. Stop coming up with mediocre dreams and being okay with it. And I know what you're thinking. You're saying, well, Michelle, but I'm just getting started out. You know, I want to keep it small. That's all fine and good, but you can still dream big. You don't have to dream down here. Even if you're starting out, I want you to dream up here and then take it up and up and up. Stop dreaming big because you are afraid to fail, so you want to stay where it's comfortable. I know I can do this, so I'm going to stay right here. No, we're not doing that anymore. We are not doing that anymore. We are in the last week of the last month of the second quarter. Come Saturday, we start the third quarter, and I need you to dream bigger. You had some dreams for the first and second quarter of this year. That's great. But for the third and fourth quarter, I need you to dream big. I need you to dream so big that it is going to be a stretch for you to achieve that goal and that dream. Not that you're going to stress yourself doing it, but you're going to have to really, really work at it. You're going to have to really plan. You're going to have to really stay focused and stay on your grind. And that's okay. That's okay. See, because I don't mind challenging myself. I don't know about you all, but we're dreaming bigger. Small dreams, we're not doing that anymore. So if you're new to watch my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Listen, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and tap that button. Don't forget to tap the bell, because I don't want you to miss anything. I do car conversations every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And honey, I don't want you to miss anything. Now, I will say this. This week, because I'm really feeling this whole dream topic, we're going to be talking about dreams some more this week. So tune back in on Wednesday where I can encourage you some more to continue dreaming big. Listen, y'all know the drill, you know the spill. I love you to the moon and back, and there's nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing that you can ever do about it, because I'm always going to love you. I want you to succeed. I want you to dream big. Until Wednesday, take care.